Hi guys, welcome back to Rafi Cat TV, and today Rafi's asked me to do a voiceover to give you some in-depth information on the Dyson V8. This video forms part of the new series, A Pet Owner's Perspective, whereby we will be testing new products and giving information in the first half of the video about the product, and then in the second half relating it to pet owners. So in this case we'll talk about the Dyson V8 for your average consumer, and then in the second half we'll talk about it specifically for pet owners. The Dyson V8 is a very sleek design of a vacuum cleaner, and depending on what model you get different accessories. I'm going to give you a bit of a talk through on which accessories are for what and what model to get. If you buy the animal version of the V8 or any other Dyson model, you will generally just get the multi-surface direct drive or high torque cleaning head. For the V8, it's the direct drive. It's got stiff nylon bristles for carpet and soft carbon fibre bristles, which are great for embedded dust on hard floor. The problem with this head is it's not great at picking up big pieces of debris because it's very low to the floor. However, if you buy an absolute model, or you can buy this retrospectively if you decide you need it, you get this fluffy, soft, hard floor cleaner head. It also has the carbon fibre strips here. Mine are a bit worn down, but you can see that there. And it's a very soft, fluffy texture. You'll notice it's open at the front, so the plastic is quite high up, meaning big bits of dirt, such as cereal and Cheerios, can get in. You'll see in my cleaning demonstrations attached shortly how good these two heads perform. And if you do have, say, more than 30, 40 or 50% hard floor, I suggest you get the fluffy cleaner head. It does mean switching them out, which can be annoying. However, it really does help, and it's much easier and better to clean hard floors, and vice versa. This is very good for carpets. You see in my demonstrations, they both perform very well. Any other tools you may get, for example, the combination tool, which is great because you can have the soft bristles or the harder bits for upholstery and furniture, can be connected to either the end of the main unit, so the handheld, like this, and then you can use that on a sofa. So let's imagine there's your sofa. Or you can connect it to the end of the wand, as you'll shortly see, the long pole wand it's called. You can connect it to the end of that and use it to do the ceiling corners and crevices. This is great as well for doing skirting boards, so you don't have to bend down. The attachments are great, and as you can see, they all fit on with a reassuring click. And they all are powered, so you'll see this brush does spin, and same with the carpet brush. They are both spinning motorized nozzles. They're not air driven, they have a motor in them. They're super easy to clean. I'm not going to do a maintenance video as part of this. If you would like to see a maintenance video on how to keep your Dyson V8 clean, please give this video a thumbs up, and I'll consider doing that in the future. They're super easy to clean, super easy to use. The Dyson has two filters, a HEPA exhaust filter, seen on the back here, that stops all the allergens and dust from escaping, and then you've also got the main filter on the top here. Both of them should be rinsed monthly under cold water. The vacuum as a whole is great, it's super easy to empty. You simply pull up from this lever on top. I did demonstrate that later on. Pull up, the base comes out, the top goes up, everything goes on the floor. And then just really quickly, this is the fluffy hard floor cleaner head, and you'll see how great of a job it does. The big dirt. The last thing to mention is that these tools, as you've just seen here, so this one, the carpet one or the hard floor one, can be connected to the end of the handheld unit. So this is great for stairs. So this is the Dyson V8 on carpet. There's some rice and a small amount of pet hair. All these demos are in the low mode. In terms of runtime, Dyson say 40 minutes on a full charge. However, that is with a non-spinning brush roll. So that is in handheld mode only. You can expect 25 minutes with a spinning brush roll. So that is something to bear in mind when you're purchasing. On max mode, it's 6 minutes. But max mode is only meant for spot cleaning. For example, you spill a plant pot and there's lots of dirt to get up. That is really important because it can damage the battery. The last thing I'm going to add is the volume on this is very good. So the Dyson is not too loud for children or pets. My cat personally doesn't have an issue unless you run it very close to him. Something else to take note of is the fact that the volume is significantly louder in max mode than it is on minimum, but I suggest you use minimum most of the time, and I think that is what most people will do. You can see it here performing on hard floors with the fluffy cleaner head. Really strongly suggest you get that if you've got lots of hard floors. It's also great for sealing cracks and crevices. I'm simply attaching one of the tools and you can see it easily goes into the ceiling corners. In a minute, I'm going to take you back onto a carpeted surface to show your day-to-day dirt, because whilst the demonstration of rice and a bit of pet hair is great, you also need to see how it picks up your average amount of dirt. So this is emptying out, demonstrating again, but in a second I'll show you average bits of dirt and dust on the floor. And I can tell you for a fact, if we're coming back to pet owners, it is very good for pet owners. It picks up so much cat hair. What I thought was fibres, when I recently emptied it into the bin, my bin was fairly full, and I noticed that actually it was full of little grey cat hairs. So it is really good at that. But do watch here now to see it performing on carpet. You can see it picks up most of the dirt on its first go or second going over. I do strongly recommend this if you've got pets, and honestly the cordless form factor is something you should really consider. Honestly, I don't miss a corded vacuum. You're sacrificing a little bit of power and technically runtime because obviously it's battery operated, but trust me, convenience means you'll be using this a lot more than you realise. Now this carpet is sort of longer pile. It's quite worn down now as it's a bit older. It still looks pretty good though, so it's not going to be changed soon. It does get all the dirt out of it, and I think it does a very good job. You'll see in a second me demoing it, getting under some furniture, and then also on a short pile hallway carpet. You will later see me demonstrating it under a bed, and its manoeuvrability in that way is excellent. Now these two next clips here show it on doormats, and it's really good at this. So this is one of the doormats with raised and lower bits, so different sort of textures and heights, and it does really good. You can see here it was sucking and moving the mat up. Now I turned it on max here to try and get all the fine grit and dirt out. As you can see, I'm pretty sure it was on max some other time and min on other times. However, I have to admit, it did get some fine grit that had been missed before, but actually most of it had been sucked up, which is a testament to its very good performance. Now this is a sped up clip, but it clearly shows how great the Dyson V8 is at cleaning up pet hair. It's so versatile, and that is why I love it. Stay tuned, because for the last few minutes of the video you're going to hear a sound test to hear how loud it is. But like I say, it's great for pet owners and it's so versatile. Just before the video ends, in terms of volume, this is the volume on minimum. And then we switch it to maximum. Super easy. I absolutely love this Dyson. It's a great vacuum. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Raffi Cat TV. We've got more videos planned starring Raffi. There may even be a video from his perspective in the near future. There will also be more product testing. We're trying to merge product testing and a pet perspective, a pet owner's perspective together. So hopefully this has given you some great insight. Raffi loves it and I love it too. So do check it out. There's a link in the description. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you around.